nod,
nod.
頭を上下に動かすこと。
she nodded in agreement.
She nodded in agreement.
He greeted me with a nod.
He greeted me with a nod.
The audience nodded in understanding.
The audience nodded in understanding.
Nod,
Nod.
expose,
Expose.
隠されたものを明らかにすること。
the report exposed the truth.
The report exposed the truth.
Don't expose your skin to too much sun.
Don't expose your skin to too much sun.
He was exposed to new ideas.
He was exposed to new ideas.
Expose,
Expose.
thumb,
Thumb.
手の第一指。
he injured his thumb.
He injured his thumb.
She gave a thumbs up sign.
She gave a thumbs up sign.
He flipped through the pages with his thumb.
He flipped through the pages with his thumb.
Thumb,
Thumb.
overwhelming.
Overwhelming.
非常に大きいか強烈な。
The evidence was overwhelming.
The evidence was overwhelming.
She felt an overwhelming sense of joy.
She felt an overwhelming sense of joy.
The response was overwhelmingly positive.
The response was overwhelmingly positive.
Overwhelming.
Overwhelming.
Typical.
Typical.
一般的な特徴を示す。
It's a typical example of a medieval castle.
It's a typical example of a medieval castle.
He has the typical attitude of a teenager.
He has the typical attitude of a teenager.
This weather is typical for the season.
This weather is typical for the season.
Typical.
Typical.
Fuel.
Fuel.
エネルギーを供給する物質、または助長すること。
The car runs on diesel fuel.
The car runs on diesel fuel.
The news fueled the controversy.
The news fueled the controversy.
They are searching for alternative fuels.
They are searching for alternative fuel.
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 Destination.
Destination.
最終的な到達点または目的地。
Paris is a popular tourist destination.
Paris is a popular tourist destination.
We finally reached our destination.
We finally reached our destination.
The package was sent to the wrong destination.
The package was sent to the wrong destination.
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 associate,
associate,
関連づける、または関連がある人。
I associate snow with winter.
I associate snow with winter.
He is my associate at work.
He is my associate at work.
They associated the symbol with good luck.
They associated the symbol with good luck.
Associate,
Associate,
chemical,
chemical,
化学に関する、または化学物質。
The solution contains a chemical reaction.
the solution contains a chemical reaction.
She is studying chemical engineering.
She is studying chemical engineering.
Chemicals are used in the process.
Chemicals are used in the process.
Chemical,
Chemical,
compound,
compound,
2つ以上の要素が結合した物質、または混合すること。
water is a compound of hydrogen and oxygen.
water is a compound of hydrogen and oxygen.
The problem was compounded by bad weather.
The problem was compounded by bad weather.
They compounded a new drug.
They compounded a new drug.
Compound,
Compound,
imitate,
imitate,
他人や物の動作や様式を真似ること。
Children often imitate their parents.
children often imitate their parents.
The artist imitated nature in his paintings.
The artist imitated nature in his painting.
The robot was designed to imitate human behavior.
The robot was designed to imitate human behavior.
Imitate,
Imitate,
relationship,
relationship,
2つ以上の人や物の間のつながり。
they have a strong relationship.
they have a strong relationship.
The study examines the relationship between diet and health.
The study examines the relationship between diet and health.
Good communication is key to a healthy relationship.
Good communication is key to a healthy relationship.
Relationship,
Relationship,
vehicle,
vehicle,
人や物を運ぶためのもの。
The car is a popular mode of vehicle.
The car is a popular mode of vehicle.
They used a vehicle to transport the goods.
They used a vehicle to transport the goods.
He was hit by a moving vehicle.
He was hit by a moving vehicle.
Vehicle,
Vehicle,
scope,
scope,
何かが及ぶ範囲や広がり。
The scope of the project is vast.
the scope of the project is vast.
The telescope has a wide scope.
The telescope has a wide scope.
They discussed the scope of the law.
They discussed the scope of the law.
Scope,
Scope,
Contribute.
Contribute.
貢献する、または一部を提供すること。
He contributed to the charity.
He contributed to the charity.
Everyone should contribute their ideas.
Everyone should contribute their ideas.
The article contributed to the debate.
The article contributed to the debate.
Contribute.
Contribute.
Bother.
Bother.
迷惑をかける、または心配させること。
Don't bother the teacher now.
Don't bother the teacher now.
It's no bother to help you.
It's no bother to help you.
The noise didn't bother him.
The noise didn't bother him.
Bother.
Bother.
Unique.
Unique.
他に類を見ないユニークな。
Each person has a unique fingerprint.
Each person has a unique fingerprint.
The design is truly unique.
The design is truly unique.
Her voice is unique and easily recognizable.
Her voice is unique and easily recognizable.
Unique.
Unique.
Float.
Float.
水面に浮くこと、またはその浮き。
The boat floats on the water.
The boat floats on the water.
Leaves float on the river.
Leaves float on the river.
The parade featured many large floats.
The parade featured many large floats.
Float.
Float.
Insight.
Insight.
物事の本質を深く理解する能力。
Her book provides insight into the problem.
Her book provides insight into the problem.
He gained insight from his experiences.
He gained insight from his experiences.
The study offers new insights.
The study offers new insights.
Insight.
Insight.
Definitely.
Definitely.
明確に、確実に。
I will definitely be there.
I will definitely be there.
She definitely said no.
She definitely said no.
That's definitely the right answer.
That's definitely the right answer.
Definitely.
Definitely.
Shift.
Shift.
変化、または位置の変更。
He works the night shift.
He works the night shift.
The wind direction is shifting.
The wind direction is shifting.
She had to shift her focus.
She had to shift her focus.
Shift.
Shift.
Countless.
Countless.
数えきれないほど多いこと。
There are countless stars in the sky.
There are countless stars in the sky.
He had made countless attempts.
He had made countless attempts.
Countless people have been affected.
Countless people have been affected.
Countless.
Countless.
Mess.
Mess.
散らかっている状態、または混乱を引き起こすこと。
The room was a complete mess.
The room was a complete mess.
Don't mess with my stuff.
Don't mess with my stuff.
He made a mess in the kitchen.
He made a mess in the kitchen.
Mess.
Mess.
Casual.
Casual.
正式でない、気楽な。
He wore casual clothes to the party.
He wore casual clothes to the party.
They had a casual meeting.
They had a casual meeting.
Her attitude was too casual.
Her attitude was too casual.
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 Inspire.
Inspire.
他人に刺激やアイデアを与えること。
His speech inspired the audience.
His speech inspired the audience.
She inspires me to do better.
She inspires me to do better.
The artist was inspired by nature.
The artist was inspired by nature.
Inspire.
Inspire.
Passive.
Passive.
積極的でない、受け身の。
He takes a passive role in the group.
He takes a passive role in the group.
The patient was passive during the treatment.
The patient was passive during the treatment.
Her writing style is too passive.
Her writing style is too passive.
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 Explosion.
Explosion.
急激な破裂や拡大。
The explosion could be heard miles away.
The explosion could be heard miles away.
There was an explosion in the lab.
There was an explosion in the lab.
The city has seen an explosion in population.
The city has seen an explosion in population.
Explosion.
Explosion.
Moisture.
Moisture.
水分、湿った状態。
Plants need adequate moisture to grow.
Plants need adequate moisture to grow.
The air was heavy with moisture.
The air was heavy with moisture.
She felt the moisture on her skin.
She felt the moisture on her skin.
Moisture.
Moisture.
insane,
insane,
理性を失った、狂気じみた。
his behavior was completely insane,
his behavior was completely insane,
the idea seemed insane at first,
the idea seemed insane at first,
she laughed like someone insane,
she laughed like someone insane,
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 tropical,
tropical,
熱帯地域に特有の。
they went on vacation to a tropical island,
they went on vacation to a tropical island,
tropical plants thrive in warm climates,
tropical plants thrive in warm climate,
the storm was a tropical cyclone,
the storm was a tropical cyclone,
tropical,
tropical,
suicide,
suicide,
自らの命を絶つこと。
the police ruled the death a suicide,
the police ruled the death as suicide,
suicide prevention is important,
suicide prevention is important,
she wrote a book about suicide awareness,
she wrote a book about suicide awareness,
suicide,
suicide,
confirm,
confirm,
真実または正確性を確かめること。
please confirm your attendance,
please confirm your attendance,
the doctor confirmed the diagnosis,
the doctor confirmed the diagnosis,
the news was later confirmed,
the news was later confirmed,
confirm,
confirm,
deprive,
deprive,
取り上げる、奪うこと。
the war deprived them of their homes,
the war deprived them of their homes,
he was deprived of his rights,
he was deprived of his rights,
they were deprived of their rights,
they were deprived of their rights,
deprive,
deprive,
announce,
announce,
公式に知らせること。
the company announced a new product,
the company announced a new product,
the wedding date was announced,
the wedding date was announced,
he announced his retirement,
he announced his retirement,
announce,
announce,
reject,
reject,
受け入れない、断ること。
she rejected the offer,
she rejected the offer,
the proposal was rejected,
the proposal was rejected,
he rejected the idea as impractical,
he rejected the idea as impractical,
reject,
reject,
Fragment.
Fragment.
小さな部分、または破片。
He found a fragment of glass.
He found a fragment of glass.
The document was only a fragment.
The document was only a fragment.
Archaeologists discovered pottery fragments.
Archaeologists discovered pottery fragment.
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 Meditation.
Meditation.
静かに考えること、瞑想する行為。
She practices meditation daily.
She practices meditation daily.
Meditation helps him relax.
Meditation helps him relax.
The group held a meditation session.
The group held a meditation session.
Meditation.
Meditation.
Very.
Very.
変わる、または違うこと。
Prices vary by location.
Prices vary by location.
The menu varies each day.
The menu varies each day.
Their opinions vary greatly.
Their opinions vary greatly.
Very.
Very.
Accuse.
Accuse.
罪や過ちを責めること。
He was accused of theft.
He was accused of theft.
She accused him of lying.
She accused him of lying.
The company was accused of fraud.
The company was accused of fraud.
Accuse.
Accuse.
Hazard.
Hazard.
危険な状況、または危険にさらすこと。
Smoking is a health hazard.
Smoking is a health hazard.
He hazarded a guess.
He hazarded a guess.
Driving fast is a hazard.
Driving fast is a hazard.
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 Electricity.
Electricity.
電力、電気エネルギー。
The storm caused a loss of electricity.
The storm caused a loss of electricity.
They generate electricity from wind.
They generate electricity from wind.
The house uses solar electricity.
The house uses solar electricity.
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 Notorious.
Notorious.
悪い意味で有名なこと。
The criminal was notorious.
The criminal was notorious.
He became notorious for his actions.
He became notorious for his actions.
The hotel is notorious for poor service.
The hotel is notorious for poor service.
Notorious.
Notorious.
Deposit.
Deposit.
銀行にお金を預けること、またはその預金。
She made a deposit at the bank.
She made a deposit at the bank.
A security deposit is required.
A security deposit is required.
He deposited the check into his account.
He deposited the check into his account.
Deposit.
Deposit.
Extinct.
Extinct.
もはや存在しない、絶滅した状態。
Dinosaurs have been extinct for millions of years.
Dinosaurs have been extinct for millions of years.
Many species are at risk of becoming extinct.
Many species are at risk of becoming extinct.
The language is now extinct.
The language is now extinct.
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 Stubborn.
Stubborn.
意志が固く、容易に変わらないこと。
He is known for his stubborn nature.
He is known for his stubborn nature.
Stubborn stains can be hard to remove.
Stubborn stains can be hard to remove.
She remained stubborn on her decision.
She remained stubborn on her decision.
Stubborn.
Stubborn.
Muscle.
Muscle.
体を動かす組織。
He has strong arm muscles.
He has strong arm muscles.
Building muscle requires exercise.
Building muscle requires exercise.
Muscle pain can be a sign of overexertion.
Muscle pain can be a sign of overexertion.
Muscle.
Muscle.
Cultivate.
Cultivate.
土地を耕し、作物を育てること。
They cultivate vegetables in their garden.
They cultivate vegetables in their garden.
The farmer cultivated the land for corn.
The farmer cultivated the land for corn.
Cultivating a hobby can be rewarding.
Cultivating a hobby can be rewarding.
Cultivate.
Cultivate.
Neutral.
Neutral.
どちらにも属さない、偏りのない状態。
The country remained neutral during the war.
The country remained neutral during the war.
He gave a neutral response.
He gave a neutral response.
The room was painted in neutral colors.
The room was painted in neutral colors.
Neutral.
Neutral.
Compose.
Compose.
要素を組み合わせて形成する、または音楽や文を作ること。
She composed a beautiful poem.
She composed a beautiful poem.
The committee is composed of experts.
The committee is composed of experts.
He composes music for films.
He composes music for films.
Compose.
Compose.
Simultaneously.
Simultaneously.
同時に起こること。
The two events happened simultaneously.
The two events happened simultaneously.
They spoke simultaneously, creating confusion.
They spoke simultaneously, creating confusion.
The system can handle multiple tasks simultaneously.
The system can handle multiple tasks simultaneously.
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 Melt.
Melt.
固体が液体に変わること。
The ice cream started to melt in the sun.
The ice cream started to melt in the sun.
She watched the snow melt.
She watched the snow melt.
The butter melted in the pan.
The butter melted in the pan.
Melt.
Melt.
Transportation.
Transportation.
人や物を運ぶこと。
Public transportation is convenient in the city.
Public transportation is convenient in the city.
They use trucks for the transportation of goods.
They used trucks for the transportation of goods.
The company specializes in transportation services.
The company specializes in transportation services.
Transportation.
Transportation.
Yell.
Yell.
大声で叫ぶこと。
The fans yelled in excitement.
The fans yelled in excitement.
He yelled for help.
He yelled for help.
She yelled at the dog to stop.
She yelled at the dog to stop.
Yell.
Yell.
Weird.
Weird.
普通ではなく奇妙な。
The situation was weird and unsettling.
The situation was weird and unsettling.
He has some weird habits.
He has some weird habit.
It's weird that she didn't call.
It's weird that she didn't call.
Weird.
Weird.
Skeleton.
Skeleton.
動物の骨の構造、またはその骨格。
The museum displayed a dinosaur skeleton.
The museum displayed a dinosaur skeleton.
He studied the human skeleton in biology class.
He studied the human skeleton in biology class.
The building skeleton was made of steel.
The building skeleton was made of steel.
Skeleton.
Skeleton.
Resource.
Resource.
利用可能な物質、金銭、能力など。
Water is a valuable natural resource.
Water is a valuable natural resource.
The country is rich in resources.
The country is rich in resources.
Human resources are essential to the company.
Human resources are essential to the company.
Resource.
Resource.
Congratulate.
Congratulate.
成功や幸運を祝うこと。
I want to congratulate you on your success.
I want to congratulate you on your success.
They congratulated us on our wedding.
They congratulated us on our wedding.
He was congratulated for his achievement.
He was congratulated for his achievement.
Congratulate.
Congratulate.
Insurance.
Insurance.
事故や損害に備える金銭的な保障。
Do you have health insurance?
Do you have health insurance?
The car is covered by insurance.
The car is covered by insurance.
She works in the insurance industry.
She works in the insurance industry.
Insurance.
Insurance.
Appoint.
Appoint.
正式に職や役割を与えること。
He was appointed as the new manager.
He was appointed as the new manager.
The president will appoint a new ambassador.
The president will appoint a new ambassador.
She was appointed to the committee.
She was appointed to the committee.
Appoint.
Appoint.
Interrupt.
Interrupt.
途中で邪魔をすること。
Please don't interrupt while I'm speaking.
Please don't interrupt while I'm speaking.
The meeting was interrupted by an emergency.
The meeting was interrupted by an emergency.
The phone call interrupted his work.
The phone call interrupted his work.
Interrupt.
Interrupt.
Layer.
Layer.
重なり合う部分やシート。
The cake had several layers.
The cake had several layers.
A layer of snow covered the ground.
A layer of snow covered the ground.
Add a layer of paint to the wall.
Add a layer of paint to the wall.
Layer.
Layer.
Guarantee.
Guarantee.
確実にすること、またはその保証。
The product comes with a 2-year guarantee.
The product comes with a 2-year guarantee.
I can't guarantee your safety.
I can't guarantee your safety.
The store offers a money-back guarantee.
The store offers a money-back guarantee.
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 Attach.
Attach.
何かをつけるまたは結びつけること。
Attach the document to the email.
Attach the document to the email.
He attached a note to the gift.
He attached a note to the gift.
The trailer is attached to the car.
The trailer is attached to the car.
Attach.
Attach.
Resident.
Resident.
ある場所に住んでいる人。
The residents complained about the noise.
The residents complained about the noise.
He is a resident of Tokyo.
He is a resident of Tokyo.
The new policy affected all residents.
The new policy affected all residents.
Resident.
Resident.
Combine.
Combine.
二つ以上のものを一つにすること。
Combine the ingredients in a bowl.
Combine the ingredients in a bowl.
We need to combine our efforts.
We need to combine our efforts.
They combine traditional and modern styles.
They combined traditional and modern style.
Combine.
Combine.
Objective.
Objective.
客観的であること、または目標。
The report should be objective.
The report should be objective.
His objective was clear.
His objective was clear.
We need to set clear objectives.
We need to set clear objectives.
Objective.
Objective.
Twist.
Twist.
曲げるまたはねじること。
She twisted her ankle.
She twisted her ankle.
The plot has an unexpected twist.
The plot has an unexpected twist.
He can twist balloons into animals.
He can twist balloons into animals.
Twist.
Twist.
Involve.
Involve.
関与すること、または含むこと。
The project involves many people.
The project involves many people.
The job involves traveling.
The job involves traveling.
He got involved in the argument.
He got involved in the argument.
Involve.
Involve.
Routine.
Routine.
普段のまたはいつもの手順。
She follows a morning routine.
She follows a morning routine.
Exercise should be part of your routine.
Exercise should be part of your routine.
It's just routine work.
It's just routine work.
Routine.
Routine.
Tempt.
Tempt.
魅力的な提案で誘うこと。
The offer was too good to tempt him.
The offer was too good to tempt him.
Don't tempt me with sweets.
Don't tempt me with sweets.
The display tempted her to buy a dress.
The display tempted her to buy a dress.
Tempt.
Tempt.
Mayor.
Mayor.
市や地府の最高行政責任者。
The mayor gave a speech.
The mayor gave a speech.
She met with the mayor.
She met with the mayor.
He ran for mayor.
He ran for mayor.
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 Proverb.
Proverb.
伝統的な短い言い回しや格言。
Time is money is a well-known proverb.
Time is money is a well-known proverb.
The proverb teaches a moral lesson.
The proverb teaches a moral lesson.
She quoted a proverb about wisdom.
She quoted a proverb about wisdom.
Proverb.
Proverb.
Mend.
Mend.
何かを修復すること。
He mended the broken chair.
He mended the broken chair.
Her heart began to mend.
Her heart began to mend.
The fence needs to be mended.
The fence needs to be mended.
Mend.
Mend.
Cherish.
Cherish.
大切に思う、心に抱くこと。
Cherish your friends and family.
Cherish your friends and family.
She cherished the memories of her childhood.
She cherished the memories of her childhood.
He cherished the gift from her.
He cherished the gift from her.
Cherish.
Cherish.
Sculpture.
Sculpture.
石や金属などを彫って作る芸術作品。
The museum had a beautiful sculpture.
The museum had a beautiful sculpture.
He creates modern sculptures.
He creates modern sculptures.
The sculpture depicts a historical figure.
The sculpture depicts a historical figure.
Sculpture.
Sculpture.
Luggage.
Luggage.
旅行時に持ち運ぶ荷物やスーツケース。
He packed his luggage for the trip.
He packed his luggage for the trip.
The airport lost my luggage.
The airport lost my luggage.
She carried her luggage to the hotel.
She carried her luggage to the hotel.
Luggage.
Luggage.
Chaos.
Chaos.
完全な混乱や秩序の欠如。
The room was in total chaos.
The room was in total chaos.
After the earthquake, the city was in chaos.
After the earthquake, the city was in chaos.
He tried to bring order to the chaos.
He tried to bring order to the chaos.
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 tense,
tense,
神経質または不安であること。
The atmosphere was tense during the meeting.
the atmosphere was tense during the meeting.
She felt tense before the exam.
She felt tense before the exam.
His muscles were tense from stress.
His muscles were tense from stress.
Tense,
Tense,
trim,
trim,
不要な部分を取り除くこと。
She went to the salon to get a trim.
she went to the salon to get a trim.
Trim the bushes in the garden.
Trim the bushes in the garden.
He trimmed his beard.
He trimmed his beard.
Trim,
Trim,
mourn.
mourn.
死を悲しむこと。
They mourned the loss of their friend.
They mourned the loss of their friend.
The nation mourned the leader's passing.
The nation mourned the leader's passing.
She mourned in silence.
She mourned in silence.
Mourn,
Mourn,
formula.
formula.
定められた方法や規則、または処方箋。
The scientist developed a new formula.
The scientist developed a new formula.
The baby drinks formula.
The baby drinks formula.
The formula for success is hard work.
The formula for success is hard work.
Formula,
Formula,
haunt.
haunt.
頻繁に訪れる、または心に残ること。
The ghost is said to haunt the old house.
The ghost is said to haunt the old house.
Memories of the past haunted him.
Memories of the past haunted him.
She haunts the coffee shop.
She haunts the coffee shop.
Haunt,
Haunt,
register.
register.
正式に記録に名前を載せること。
Please register at the front desk.
Please register at the front desk.
He registered the patent.
He registered the patent.
The temperature registered 30 degrees.
The temperature registered 30 degrees.
Register,
Register,
tissue.
tissue.
生物の体を構成する細胞の集まり、または柔らかいペーパー。
Muscle tissue is important for movement.
Muscle tissue is important for movement.
She wiped her eyes with a tissue.
She wiped her eyes with a tissue.
The lab studies brain tissue.
The lab studies brain tissue.
Tissue,
Tissue,
cough,
cough.
喉の刺激による強い息の吐き出し。
he has a persistent cough,
He has a persistent cough.
she coughed during the concert,
She coughed during the concert.
the smoke made me cough,
The smoke made me cough.
cough,
Cough.
heal,
Heal.
傷や病気が良くなること。
time will heal the wounds,
Time will heal the wound.
the medicine helped to heal her illness,
The medicine helped to heal her illness.
his broken arm is healing well,
His broken arm is healing well.
heal,
Heal.
spectator,
Spectator.
イベントやスポーツを見る人。
the spectators cheered for the team,
The spectators cheered for the team.
thousands of spectators attended the match,
Thousands of spectators attended the match.
he was just a spectator, not a participant,
He was just a spectator, not a participant.
spectator,
Spectator.
surround,
Surround.
すべての方向から取り囲むこと。
the garden was surrounded by a fence,
The garden was surrounded by a fence.
police surrounded the building,
Police surrounded the building.
mountains surround the valley,
Mountains surround the valley.
surround,
Surround.
drown,
Drown.
水中で息ができなくなること。
he almost drowned in the river,
He almost drowned in the river.
she saved the dog from drowning,
She saved the dog from drowning.
the noise was drowned out by the music,
The noise was drowned out by the music.
drown,
Drown.
fuss,
Fuss.
必要以上の騒ぎや心配。
she made a fuss over the small mistake,
She made a fuss over the small mistake.
don't fuss about the details,
Don't fuss about the details.
there was a lot of fuss about the new law,
There was a lot of fuss about the new law.
fuss,
Fuss.
connect,
Connect.
二つ以上のものを結びつけること。
connect the printer to the computer,
Connect the printer to the computer.
they connected the two cities with a bridge,
They connected the two cities with a bridge.
we connected instantly,
We connected instantly.
connect,
Connect.
puzzle,
puzzle,
頭を悩ませる問題やゲーム、または困惑させること。
he enjoys solving crossword puzzles.
he enjoys solving crossword puzzle.
The mystery puzzled her.
The mystery puzzled her.
It's a puzzle why he left.
It's a puzzle why he left.
Puzzle,
Puzzle,
fade,
fade,
次第に消えるか、色が薄くなること。
the flowers began to fade.
the flowers began to fade.
Her memories started to fade.
Her memories started to fade.
The curtains faded in the sunlight.
The curtains faded in the sunlight.
Fade,
Fade,
soothe,
soothe,
苦痛や心配を軽減すること。
the music soothed her.
the music soothed her.
This cream soothes the skin.
This cream soothes the skin.
His words soothed my fears.
His words soothed my fears.
Soothe,
Soothe,
chat,
chat,
軽い会話をすること。
let's have a chat over coffee.
let's have a chat over coffee.
They chatted about their weekend.
They chatted about their weekend.
She enjoys chatting with friends online.
She enjoys chatting with friends online.
Chat,
Chat,
tension,
tension,
精神的または物理的なストレスや圧力。
the tension in the room was palpable.
the tension in the room was palpable.
She felt tension in her shoulders.
She felt tension in her shoulders.
The conflict created international tension.
The conflict created international tension.
Tension,
Tension,
laboratory,
laboratory,
科学実験を行う場所。
He works in a chemistry laboratory.
he works in a chemistry laboratory.
The laboratory is equipped with advanced instruments.
The laboratory is equipped with advanced instruments.
They conducted experiments in the laboratory.
They conducted experiments in the laboratory.
Laboratory,
Laboratory,
undergo,
undergo,
何かを経験または受けること。
She will undergo surgery next week.
she will undergo surgery next week.
The building is undergoing renovations.
The building is undergoing renovation.
He underwent training for the job.
He underwent training for the job.
Undergo,
Undergo,
nasty,
nasty,
不快または嫌な。
he had a nasty accident,
he had a nasty accident,
the weather turned nasty,
the weather turned nasty,
she said some nasty things about him,
she said some nasty things about him,
nasty,
nasty,
define,
define,
明確に説明または特定すること。
can you define the term for me,
can you define the term for me?
his character is hard to define,
His character is hard to define,
the role will define her career,
the role will define her career,
define,
define,
scratch,
scratch,
表面を引っかく行為またはその傷。
the cat scratched the sofa,
the cat scratched the sofa,
I have a scratch on my arm,
I have a scratch on my arm,
she started from scratch,
she started from scratch,
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 geography,
geography,
地球の特徴、土地、人々に関する学問。
he is studying geography at school,
he is studying geography at school,
geography affects climate pattern,
geography affects climate pattern,
they explored the geography of the region,
they explored the geography of the region,
geography,
geography,
launch,
launch,
新しいプロジェクトや製品を始めること。
they plan to launch a new product,
they plan to launch a new product,
the space shuttle was launched into orbit,
the space shuttle was launched into orbit,
the company launch was successful,
the company launch was successful,
launch,
launch,
fasten,
fasten,
何かをしっかりと固定すること。
fasten your seatbelt,
fasten your seatbelt,
she fastened the button on her coat,
she fastened the button on her coat,
fasten the lid securely,
fasten the lid securely,
fasten,
fasten,
oxygen,
oxygen,
生命維持に不可欠な化学元素。
humans need oxygen to breathe,
humans need oxygen to breathe,
oxygen is essential for combustion,
oxygen is essential for combustion,
plants produce oxygen during photosynthesis,
plants produce oxygen during photosynthesis,
oxygen,
oxygen,
diverse,
diverse,
種類や特徴が多いこと。
The city has a diverse population.
the city has a diverse population.
The museum exhibits diverse artifacts.
The museum exhibits diverse artifacts.
They have diverse opinions.
They have diverse opinions.
Diverse,
Diverse,
respond,
respond,
反応するまたは返答すること。
She didn't respond to the email.
she didn't respond to the email.
The market responded positively to the news.
The market responded positively to the news.
He responded to treatment.
He responded to treatment.
Respond,
Respond,
relatively,
relatively,
他と比較してある程度の程度。
The test was relatively easy.
the test was relatively easy.
She lives relatively close to the school.
She lives relatively close to the school.
It's relatively common.
It's relatively common.
Relatively,
Relatively,
isolation,
isolation,
分離されている状態またはプロセス。
He lived in isolation for years.
he lived in isolation for years.
The pandemic caused social isolation.
The pandemic caused social isolation.
Isolation can affect mental health.
Isolation can affect mental health.
Isolation,
Isolation,
biography,
biography,
人の生涯を記述した書物。
She wrote a biography of the famous artist.
she wrote a biography of the famous artist.
His biography is inspiring.
His biography is inspiring.
I enjoy reading biographies.
I enjoy reading biographies.
Biography,
Biography,
hardship,
hardship,
困難や試練。
They faced many hardships in life.
they faced many hardships in life.
Economic hardship can be challenging.
Economic hardship can be challenging.
She overcame the hardship with courage.
She overcame the hardship with courage.
Hardship,
Hardship,
ignore,
ignore,
意識的に注目しないこと。
He chose to ignore the warning.
he chose to ignore the warning.
Ignore the distractions.
Ignore the distractions.
They ignored her advice.
They ignored her advice.
Ignore,
Ignore,
consume,
consume,
食べる、飲む、または使うこと。
we consume too much sugar,
we consume too much sugar.
the car consumes a lot of gas,
The car consumes a lot of gas.
don't let your work consume your life,
Don't let your work consume your life.
consume,
Consume,
organism,
organism,
生きている個体または生物。
bacteria are single-celled organisms,
bacteria are single-celled organisms.
the study focused on marine organisms,
The study focused on marine organisms.
every organism has unique features,
Every organism has unique features.
organism,
Organism,
deficiency,
deficiency,
足りない状態、特に栄養素や資源の。
he suffers from a vitamin deficiency,
he suffers from a vitamin deficiency.
iron deficiency can cause anemia,
Iron deficiency can cause anemia.
the report highlighted a deficiency in resources,
The report highlighted a deficiency in resources.
deficiency,
Deficiency,
diligent,
diligent,
熱心で注意深い努力をする様。
she is a diligent student,
she is a diligent student.
his diligent work paid off,
His diligent work paid off.
he was diligent in his research,
He was diligent in his research.
diligent,
Diligent,
ensure,
ensure,
何かが確実に起こるようにすること。
the contract ensures our rights,
the contract ensures our rights.
to ensure safety, follow the rules,
To ensure safety, follow the rule.
she ensured that the package was delivered,
She ensured that the package was delivered.
ensure,
Ensure,
ache,
ache,
継続的な軽い痛み。
my back aches from sitting too long,
my back aches from sitting too long.
he felt an ache in his shoulder,
He felt an ache in his shoulder.
the medicine relieved the ache,
The medicine relieved the ache.
ache,
Ache,
initial,
initial,
最初の、または名前の最初の文字。
his initial response was negative,
his initial response was negative.
the document bore his initial,
The document bore his initial.
during the initial phase, we will observe,
During the initial phase, we will observe.
initial,
Initial,
minimum,
minimum,
最も少ない量、または最低限の。
the job requires a minimum of experience,
the job requires a minimum of experience,
keep the volume at a minimum,
keep the volume at a minimum,
he did the minimum required,
he did the minimum required,
minimum,
minimum,
scatter,
scatter,
バラバラにする、またはなること。
seeds were scattered by the wind,
seeds were scattered by the wind,
the crowd scattered quickly,
the crowd scattered quickly,
he scattered his toys all over the floor,
he scattered his toys all over the floor,
scatter,
scatter,
collapse,
collapse,
急激に失敗する、または倒れること。
the building collapsed in the earthquake,
the building collapsed in the earthquake,
his health suddenly collapsed,
his health suddenly collapsed,
the deal collapsed at the last minute,
the deal collapsed at the last minute,
collapse,
collapse,
myth,
myth,
伝説的な話、または広く信じられている虚構。
Greek mythology is full of fascinating myths.
Greek mythology is full of fascinating myths.
The story turned out to be a myth.
The story turned out to be a myth.
He debunked the myth about success.
He debunked the myth about success.
Myth,
Myth,
scare,
scare,
怖いと感じさせること。
The movie gave her a good scare.
the movie gave her a good scare.
He likes to scare his friends as a joke.
He likes to scare his friends as a joke.
The news scare caused panic.
The news scare caused panic.
Scare,
Scare,
aggressive,
aggressive,
攻撃的、または積極的であること。
his aggressive behavior was alarming.
his aggressive behavior was alarming.
The company took an aggressive marketing approach.
The company took an aggressive marketing approach.
He plays football in an aggressive style.
He plays football in an aggressive style.
Aggressive,
Aggressive,
translate,
translate,
一つの言語から別の言語へ変換すること。
Can you translate this document into English?
Can you translate this document into English?
She translated the novel from French.
She translated the novel from French.
The instructions were translated poorly.
The instructions were translated poorly.
Translate,
Translate,
lesson,
lesson,
量や強度を減らすこと。
the pain will lessen over time.
the pain will lessen over time.
Efforts were made to lessen the impact.
Efforts were made to lessen the impact.
Meditation can lessen stress.
Meditation can lessen stress.
Lesson,
Lesson,
extinction,
extinction,
種が存在しなくなること。
Many species are facing extinction.
many species are facing extinction.
The dinosaur extinction happened millions of years ago.
The dinosaur extinction happened millions of years ago.
Conservation efforts aim to prevent extinction.
Conservation efforts aim to prevent extinction.
Extinction,
Extinction,
riddle,
riddle,
難しい問題または謎、またはそれを提示すること。
can you solve this riddle?
can you solve this riddle?
The case was a riddle for detectives.
The case was a riddle for detectives.
The ancient text was riddled with mysteries.
The ancient text was riddled with mystery.
Riddle,
Riddle,
inhabitant,
inhabitant,
ある場所に住んでいる人。
The inhabitants of the island are friendly.
the inhabitants of the island are friendly.
The city has over 1 million inhabitants.
The city has over 1 million inhabitants.
Ancient inhabitants built these structures.
Ancient inhabitants built these structures.
Inhabitant,
Inhabitant,
ape,
ape,
ゴリラやチンパンジーなどの大型の類人猿。
apes are known for their intelligence.
apes are known for their intelligence.
He studied the behavior of apes.
He studied the behavior of apes.
Apes are our closest relatives in the animal kingdom.
Apes are our closest relatives in the animal kingdom.
Ape,
Ape,
demonstrate,
demonstrate,
何かを明確に示すこと、または講義のデモを行うこと。
The experiments demonstrated the theory's validity.
The experiment demonstrated the theory's validity.
Students will demonstrate against the new policy.
Students will demonstrate against the new policy.
She demonstrated how to use the machine.
She demonstrated how to use the machine.
Demonstrate,
Demonstrate,
arithmetic,
arithmetic,
数の基本的な計算に関する学問。
Children learn arithmetic at school.
Children learn arithmetic at school.
He has good arithmetic skills.
He has good arithmetic skills.
Arithmetic is essential for daily life.
Arithmetic is essential for daily life.
Arithmetic,
Arithmetic,
Sequence.
Sequence.
一連のものが続く順番、またはそのように並べること。
The movie had a thrilling action sequence.
The movie had a thrilling action sequence.
We need to determine the sequence of events.
We need to determine the sequence of events.
The genes were sequenced in the lab.
The genes were sequenced in the lab.
Sequence.
Sequence.
Assign.
Assign.
特定の仕事や場所を割り当てること。
The teacher assigned homework to the students.
The teacher assigned homework to the students.
He was assigned to the London office.
He was assigned to the London office.
Assign a date for the meeting.
Assign a date for the meeting.
Assign.
Assign.
Pregnant.
Pregnant.
子を宿している状態。
She is pregnant with her first child.
She is pregnant with her first child.
The actress announced she was pregnant.
The actress announced she was pregnant.
Pregnant women need good nutrition.
Pregnant women need good nutrition.
Pregnant.
Pregnant.
Disabled.
Disabled.
身体的または精神的な障害があること。
The facility is accessible to disabled people.
The facility is accessible to disabled people.
She works with disabled children.
She works with disabled children.
Parking spaces are reserved for the disabled.
Parking spaces are reserved for the disabled.
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 Discrimination.
Discrimination.
不当な扱い、特に人種、性別、年齢に基づくもの。
He fought against racial discrimination.
He fought against racial discrimination.
Discrimination in the workplace is illegal.
Discrimination in the workplace is illegal.
She experienced discrimination due to her gender.
She experienced discrimination due to her gender.
Discrimination.
Discrimination.
Invest.
Invest.
資金を使って将来の利益を得ること。
He decided to invest in stocks.
He decided to invest in stocks.
The company will invest in new technology.
The company will invest in new technology.
Investing wisely is important.
Investing wisely is important.
Invest.
Invest.
Emerge.
Emerge.
現れるまたは明らかになること。
A new leader emerged from the election.
A new leader emerged from the election.
The truth finally emerged.
The truth finally emerged.
Flowers emerge in spring.
Flowers emerge in spring.
Emerge.
Emerge.
dissolve,
dissolve,
固体が液体に溶けること。
sugar dissolves in water,
sugar dissolves in water,
the company was dissolved,
the company was dissolved,
he dissolved the powder into the solution,
he dissolved the powder into the solution,
dissolve,
dissolve,
volcano,
volcano,
地球の表面にある海溝部からマグマが噴出する山。
the volcano erupted suddenly,
the volcano erupted suddenly,
they studied the active volcano,
they studied the active volcano,
volcano monitoring is important for safety,
volcano monitoring is important for safety,
volcano,
volcano,
expand,
expand,
大きくなること、または広げること。
the company plans to expand overseas,
the company plans to expand overseas,
the universe is constantly expanding,
the universe is constantly expanding,
they expanded the house,
they expanded the house,
expand,
expand,
nap,
nap,
短時間の睡眠、特に昼間の。
she took a quick nap,
she took a quick nap,
I need a nap after lunch,
I need a nap after lunch,
he napped on the sofa,
he napped on the sofa,
nap,
nap,
reproduce,
reproduce,
子孫を生むこと、または同じものを作ること。
plants reproduce through seeds,
plants reproduce through seeds,
the machine can reproduce the sound accurately,
the machine can reproduce the sound accurately,
they tried to reproduce the experiment's results,
they tried to reproduce the experiment's results,
reproduce,
reproduce,
scholarship,
scholarship,
学業や研究のための金銭的援助、または学問の深い知識。
she received a scholarship to attend college,
she received a scholarship to attend college,
his scholarship in history is well respected,
his scholarship in history is well respected,
the university offers several scholarships,
the university offers several scholarships,
scholarship,
scholarship,
scold,
scold,
誰かを叱ること。
the mother scolded her child for lying,
the mother scolded her child for lying,
he scolded the dog for barking,
he scolded the dog for barking,
she was scolded by her boss,
she was scolded by her boss,
scold,
scold,
Recite.
Recite.
言葉を声に出して読むこと。
The student recited the poem in class.
The student recited the poem in class.
He can recite the entire speech from memory.
He can recite the entire speech from memory.
She recited her vows at the wedding.
She recited her vows at the wedding.
Recite.
Recite.
Choke.
Choke.
呼吸を妨げること、または詰まること。
He started to choke on a piece of food.
He started to choke on a piece of food.
The engine choked and stopped.
The engine choked and stopped.
Don't choke under pressure.
Don't choke under pressure.
Choke.
Choke.
Symptom.
Symptom.
病気や問題の兆候。
Fever is a common symptom of the flu.
Fever is a common symptom of the flu.
The car's strange noise was a symptom of a bigger problem.
The car's strange noise was a symptom of a bigger problem.
She showed symptoms of fatigue.
She showed symptoms of fatigue.
Symptom.
Symptom.
Chuckle.
Chuckle.
小さく、静かに笑うこと。
He chuckled at the joke.
He chuckled at the joke.
She chuckled to herself as she read the letter.
She chuckled to herself as she read the letter.
The audience chuckled at his witty remark.
The audience chuckled at his witty remark.
Chuckle.
Chuckle.
Basement.
Basement.
建物の下部に位置する部屋やフロア。
They turned the basement into a game room.
They turned the basement into a game room.
The washing machine is in the basement.
The washing machine is in the basement.
He found old photos in the basement.
He found old photos in the basement.
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 Potential.
Potential.
可能性があること、またはその可能性。
The new technology has great potential.
The new technology has great potential.
She has the potential to be a leader.
She has the potential to be a leader.
We need to unlock our full potential.
We need to unlock our full potential.
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 Kitten.
Kitten.
若い猫。
The kitten played with a ball of yarn.
The kitten played with a ball of yarn.
She adopted a stray kitten.
She adopted a stray kitten.
The kitten meowed for food.
The kitten meowed for food.
Kitten.
Kitten.
unfold,
unfold,
開くまたは展開すること。
he unfolded the map on the table,
he unfolded the map on the table.
the story unfolds over several chapters,
The story unfolds over several chapters.
the plan began to unfold,
The plan began to unfold.
unfold,
Unfold,
bleed,
bleed,
血が流れること。
he cut his finger and it started to bleed,
he cut his finger and it started to bleed.
the color bleeds when the fabric is wet,
The color bleeds when the fabric is wet.
she bled the brakes on the car,
She bled the brakes on the car.
bleed,
Bleed,
absorb,
absorb,
液体や情報を取り込むこと。
the sponge absorbs water,
the sponge absorbs water.
he absorbed the knowledge quickly,
He absorbed the knowledge quickly.
plants absorb nutrients from the soil,
Plants absorb nutrients from the soil.
absorb,
Absorb,
educate,
educate,
知識や技能を教えること。
parents educate their children at home,
Parents educate their children at home.
she was educated in a private school,
She was educated in a private school.
the program educates people about health,
The program educates people about health.
educate,
Educate,
participate,
participate,
何かに加わること、特に活動やイベントに。
she will participate in the marathon,
She will participate in the marathon.
students are encouraged to participate in clubs,
Students are encouraged to participate in clubs.
many countries participated in the summit,
Many countries participated in the summit.
participate,
Participate,
widespread,
widespread,
多くの地域や人々に及ぶこと。
the disease caused widespread panic,
The disease caused widespread panic.
widespread support emerged for the proposal,
Widespread support emerged for the proposal.
the internet has become widespread,
The internet has become widespread.
widespread,
Widespread,
stumble,
stumble,
歩いている時にふらつくこと。
he stumbled on the uneven pavement,
he stumbled on the uneven pavement.
she stumbled but didn't fall,
She stumbled but didn't fall.
he stumbled over his words nervously,
He stumbled over his words nervously.
stumble,
Stumble,
bomb,
bomb,
爆発する武器、または爆撃すること。
the bomb exploded in the city,
the bomb exploded in the city,
they found an unexploded bomb,
they found an unexploded bomb,
the military bombed the enemy positions,
the military bombed the enemy position,
bomb,
bomb,
reservation,
reservation,
何かを確保するための手配。
I made a reservation at the restaurant,
I made a reservation at the restaurant,
the hotel requires a reservation,
the hotel requires a reservation,
she had reservations about the plan,
she had reservations about the plan,
reservation,
reservation,
approximately,
approximately,
正確ではないが近い数値や量。
the journey takes approximately 2 hours,
the journey takes approximately 2 hours,
the cost is approximately $100,
the cost is approximately $100,
approximately 50 people attended the event,
approximately 50 people attended the event,
approximately,
approximately,
adapt,
adapt,
新しい状況や条件に合わせて変化すること。
animals adapt to their environment,
animals adapt to their environment,
she adapted the novel for the screen,
she adapted the novel for the screen,
businesses must adapt to change,
businesses must adapt to change,
adapt,
adapt,
discourage,
discourage,
意欲や自信を失わせること。
the bad weather discouraged the tourists,
the bad weather discouraged the tourists,
don't let failure discourage you,
don't let failure discourage you,
he was discouraged by the lack of progress,
he was discouraged by the lack of progress,
discourage,
discourage,
disappoint,
disappoint,
期待に反して満足させないこと。
the movie disappointed me,
the movie disappointed me,
she didn't want to disappoint her parents,
she didn't want to disappoint her parents,
the results may disappoint some people,
the results may disappoint some people,
disappoint,
disappoint,
tease,
tease,
冗談で他人をちょっかい出すこと。
he likes to tease his sister,
he likes to tease his sister,
don't tease the dog,
don't tease the dog,
she was teased about her new haircut,
she was teased about her new haircut,
tease,
tease,
Enclose.
Enclose.
何かを囲んだり、封筒に入れること。
Enclose a check with the application.
Enclose a check with the application.
The park is enclosed by a fence.
The park is enclosed by a fence.
Enclose a resume with your letter.
Enclose a resume with your letter.
Enclose.
Enclose.
Wither.
Wither.
花や植物が枯れること。
The flowers withered in the heat.
The flowers withered in the heat.
The plant withered without water.
The plant withered without water.
His hopes withered away.
His hopes withered away.
Wither.
Wither.
Category.
Category.
類似のものを分類するグループ。
This book falls into the category of mystery.
This book falls into the category of mystery.
The competition has several categories.
The competition has several categories.
She won in her age category.
She won in her age category.
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 Racial.
Racial.
人種に関連すること。
Racial diversity is important in the workplace.
Racial diversity is important in the workplace.
The law prohibits racial discrimination.
The law prohibits racial discrimination.
They discussed racial issues.
They discussed racial issues.
Racial.
Racial.
Compete.
Compete.
勝つために他と競争すること。
Athletes compete in the Olympics.
Athletes compete in the Olympics.
Companies compete for market share.
Companies compete for market share.
She will compete in a singing contest.
She will compete in a singing contest.
Compete.
Compete.
Orbit.
Orbit.
天体が他の天体の周りを回る経路、またはその動き。
The Earth orbits the Sun.
The Earth orbits the Sun.
The satellite was launched into orbit.
The satellite was launched into orbit.
They studied the planet's orbit.
They studied the planet's orbit.
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 Trigger.
Trigger.
何かが起こるきっかけになること、またはその装置。
The loud noise triggered an alarm.
The loud noise triggered an alarm.
Stress can trigger headaches.
Stress can trigger headaches.
He pulled the trigger of the gun.
He pulled the trigger of the gun.
Trigger.
Trigger.
Oppress.
Oppress.
権力を用いて不公平に扱うこと。
The regime oppressed its people.
The regime oppressed its people.
They fought against political oppression.
They fought against political oppression.
The oppressed groups sought freedom.
The oppressed groups sought freedom.
Oppress.
Oppress.
Negotiate.
Negotiate.
合意に達するために話し合うこと。
They negotiated a peace treaty.
They negotiated a peace treaty.
He negotiated a better salary.
He negotiated a better salary.
Negotiate the terms before signing.
Negotiate the terms before signing.
Negotiate.
Negotiate.
Option.
Option.
選ぶことができるものやコース。
You have several options to choose from.
You have several options to choose from.
The best option is not always obvious.
The best option is not always obvious.
He considered all his options.
He considered all his options.
Option.
Option.
Technique.
Technique.
特定の活動や作業を行う方法。
She learned a new painting technique.
She learned a new painting technique.
The athlete improved his technique.
The athlete improved his technique.
This technique is common in traditional crafts.
This technique is common in traditional crafts.
Technique.
Technique.
Terminal.
Terminal.
乗り物の最終目的地、または終わりの部分。
The bus arrived at the terminal.
The bus arrived at the terminal.
Her condition is terminal.
Her condition is terminal.
The airport has a new terminal.
The airport has a new terminal.
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 Graduate.
Graduate.
学校やコースを完了すること、またはその人。
He will graduate from college next year.
He will graduate from college next year.
She is a graduate of Harvard.
She is a graduate of Harvard.
The ceremony celebrates the graduates.
The ceremony celebrates the graduates.
Graduate.
Graduate.
Locate.
Locate.
何かの場所や位置を見つけること。
The police were unable to locate the suspect.
The police were unable to locate the suspect.
She located the store on the map.
She located the store on the map.
They located the lost city.
They located the lost city.
Locate.
Locate.
hatch,
hatch,
卵から生まれること、または船や車の開口部。
the eggs began to hatch,
the eggs began to hatch,
the bird hatched its young,
the bird hatched its young,
he opened the hatch to the attic,
he opened the hatch to the attic,
hatch,
hatch,
trash,
trash,
価値のないもの、または捨てること。
please take out the trash,
please take out the trash,
the room was full of trash,
the room was full of trash,
he trashed the old furniture,
he trashed the old furniture,
trash,
trash,
storage,
storage,
物を保管する場所や行為。
we need more storage space,
we need more storage space,
the data is in cloud storage,
the data is in cloud storage,
she rented a storage unit,
she rented a storage unit,
storage,
storage,
broadcast,
broadcast,
メディアを通じて情報を広く伝えること。
the game was broadcast live on TV,
the game was broadcast live on TV,
she broadcasts a weekly podcast,
she broadcasts a weekly podcast,
the news was broadcast worldwide,
the news was broadcast worldwide,
broadcast,
broadcast,
transform,
transform,
形や性質を完全に変えること。
the city has been transformed over the years,
the city has been transformed over the years,
technology can transform our lives,
technology can transform our lives,
she transformed the room into an office,
she transformed the room into an office,
transform,
transform,
award,
award,
成果や業績に対する公式の認識、またはその行為。
he received an award for his work,
he received an award for his work,
the film was awarded several prizes,
the film was awarded several prizes,
she presented the awards at the ceremony,
she presented the awards at the ceremony,
award,
award,
ambulance,
ambulance,
緊急時に患者を運ぶための車両。
the ambulance arrived quickly at the scene,
the ambulance arrived quickly at the scene,
he was taken to the hospital by ambulance,
he was taken to the hospital by ambulance,
call an ambulance immediately,
call an ambulance immediately,
ambulance,
ambulance,
According to.
According to.
誰かの発言や文書に基づいて。
According to the report, sales have increased.
According to the report, sales have increased.
According to her, it's a true story.
According to her, it's a true story.
The rules are strict according to the manual.
The rules are strict according to the manual.
According to.
According to.
Advertise.
Advertise.
商品やサービスを宣伝すること。
They advertise their products on TV.
They advertise their products on TV.
The job was advertised in the newspaper.
The job was advertised in the newspaper.
She decided to advertise her services online.
She decided to advertise her services online.
Advertise.
Advertise.
Agenda.
Agenda.
会議や集まりの計画や話題のリスト。
The meeting's agenda was distributed to all members.
The meeting's agenda was distributed to all members.
What's on the agenda for today?
What's on the agenda for today?
Setting the agenda is important for productivity.
Setting the agenda is important for productivity.
Agenda.
Agenda.
Biology.
Biology.
生物とその生命過程を研究する科学。
She is studying biology at university.
She is studying biology at university.
Biology helps us understand the natural world.
Biology helps us understand the natural world.
His research focuses on marine biology.
His research focuses on marine biology.
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 Boast.
Boast.
自分の能力や所有物を誇ること。
He always boasts about his achievements.
He always boasts about his achievements.
The city boasts beautiful parks.
The city boasts beautiful parks.
She had nothing to boast of.
She had nothing to boast of.
Boast.
Boast.
Brand new.
Brand new.
完全に新しいこと。
He bought a brand new car.
He bought a brand new car.
The house was brand new.
The house was brand new.
She wore a brand new dress to the party.
She wore a brand new dress to the party.
Brand new.
Brand new.
Breakthrough.
Breakthrough.
重要な発見や進歩。
The new treatment was a medical breakthrough.
The new treatment was a medical breakthrough.
The research led to a breakthrough in technology.
The research led to a breakthrough in technology.
Scientists celebrated the breakthrough.
Scientists celebrated the breakthrough.
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 broad,
broad,
広範囲にわたる、または幅が広い。
The river was broad and deep.
the river was broad and deep.
She has a broad range of interests.
She has a broad range of interests.
The law has broad implications.
The law has broad implication.
Broad,
Broad,
bump,
bump,
突然ぶつかること、または腫れ。
He bumped his head on the door.
he bumped his head on the door.
She has a bump on her arm.
She has a bump on her arm.
The car bumped into the fence.
The car bumped into the fence.
Bump,
Bump,
cancer.
cancer.
体の細胞が制御不能に増殖する病気。
She is undergoing treatment for cancer.
She is undergoing treatment for cancer.
Cancer research is critically important.
Cancer research is critically important.
He survived skin cancer.
He survived skin cancer.
Cancer,
Cancer,
classify.
classify.
システムやカテゴリーに従って整理すること。
Scientists classify animals into different groups.
Scientists classify animals into different groups.
The library classifies books by genre.
The library classifies books by genre.
This document is classified as confidential.
This document is classified as confidential.
Classify.
Classify.